It'll be 2 years on June 17th. It was devastating. It shatters your world. I knew that he was upset and going through a rough patch, but it's not something that I ever thought would happen. Even with the threats of saying I'm going to kill myself, I really never believed it.
He could be upset 1 minute and then, 2 minutes later, he's happy and, heading out and all was well.
If we'd have been more in tune and if we'd have spoken about it a little bit more, I really didn't know that he was depressed.
Mental health awareness became important to me after we lost someone in our school community to suicide, and he happened to be one of my good friends that I grew up with. Nobody wants to talk about suicide because it makes you uncomfortable, but sometimes you need to have that uncomfortable conversation, and just because it's a touchy subject doesn't mean it shouldn't be touched.
So if we have extra thoughts, then Charles and Jada, you guys can do something on your own.
The summer of grade 10, I created a mental health organization called Peace of Mind 204. And basically it's made up of high school students across Manitoba that come together to plan events called Youth Against Mental Illness Stigma, which is YAMIS. And these events bring students together to talk about mental health.
I had a year that was probably the worst year of my life.
To the lost souls, the ones who were never found on that dark road.
Peace of Mind is a youth for youth group that seeks to create a culture of compassion, carrying on the conversation that lets young people know there is a safe space where they will not be judged.
It's incredible since she started this Peace of Mind and since Miguel passed away, how people are more open to talking about peace of mind, mental illness. I believe that she's probably, without knowing, saved some lives.
I always knew that I was different around everyone else. It made me very insecure. So on the outside, I was very active and very happy, but deep down, I was, dark. I almost committed suicide. I was depressed. I had to take sessions with therapy. When Peace of Mind found me, they wanted me to just keep going, keep being that happy person, and I started to become that person. Peace of Mind just came in exactly when I needed it. The moment that I felt so vulnerable, so alone, I found out that no, you're not alone in this battle. There's so many other people like you.
Okay, so write your name at the top.
Yeah.
We're writing something we like about each other.
I just wrote a set.
Very creative and artistic. Oh, Charles. And yeah, why'd you stop at and?
At a time when there are young people who fight unseen battles every day, Loizza goes to the depths of their isolation and reaches out to the shadows groping in the dark to bring them out to the light.
I was adamant when Miguel passed that when we announced it in the newspaper, that we say that we lost him to suicide.
What Loizza's doing now, we're hoping, that more youth will come forward with how they're feeling before they do something, and to not be
To speak openly and not be ashamed.
yeah, to not be ashamed and that they won't be judged, for what they're saying.
A lot of dynamite in this little one. Gonna be president one day.
President.
Welcome back to Radio 810 CKJS. I'm Lendo Soriano, and I have here a special guest with Loizza from the Peace of Mind. Why did you tell us more about the project?
We're having our next event on May 4th at Sam's Place on Henderson Highway.
Loizza's initiative for Peace of Mind has made strides, and the Manitoba government has taken notice.
So Peace of Mind started in 2015, the summer of 2015, so it's been almost 2 years, and after a year and a half, we had become a registered nonprofit organization, and we work side by side with a branch of the Manitoba government called Healthy Child Manitoba. So we're here at the Manitoba Legislative Building, and I'm here to check in with Nick Curry, who helped fund Peace of Mind and our Yamas event and recently just donated $11,000 to us. Hi, I'm good, how are you?
Excellent. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
The proactive approach that Yamas takes, where we know we have people, young people who are in schools, and we can give a venue for them to arrive at. They come with their teachers, they come on buses. This last event, they were able to do a lunch package. When you feed them, they will come. And all these little things, once they get there, all the other costs do not reflect that benefit that we get from that proactive approach to a non-pharmacological way of dealing with mental health.
We've had schools start their own Peace of Mind clubs within Winnipeg and outside of Winnipeg, and it's showing us that people are listening and conversation is a big part of making a change. On Twitter, actually, just a couple months into starting our Twitter, we had 600 people use our hashtag, and some people weren't even from Winnipeg as well. So it kind of shows that we're reaching a broader audience than expected.
I think it's really special that like some people that are so young and like people that are still in high school can do so much for so many people.
Even if we save one person's life at a Gamis or one person's life at a fundraiser or one person's life on Twitter, it makes a difference. It saves hundreds of people from hurt. It saves hundreds of people from feeling the way that we have felt. So it kind of gives us motivation and something to keep going on, because we know that there's so many people that deserve so much better than just being ignored in the classroom because they're struggling with mental health.
Loizza Aquino of Winnipeg, Manitoba. Through Peace of Mind, she recognizes the ones who suffer in silence, braving each day in a battle within themselves.
When we were little, you were my idol, no, hero. You saved me from hard times, so I promised myself that one day I'd save you.
Strips the stigma off mental illness and gives young people the voice and the courage to own their stories.
Mom, I'm sorry I can't be everything you want me to be. With these demons at my back always chasing me, I strive to find who I am in the darkness.
And maybe rise above it.
Peace of Mind works to be that bridge between the youth and the rest of society. So we want to encourage people to not jump, but to keep going and finish the path across the bridge. And a lot of people go to suicide because they think that there's nothing left in the world for them or that there's no hope left in their lives. And that's something that obviously isn't true. And Peace of Mind is there to hold your hand and guide you across the bridge.